Hey guys, welcome to Last Movie Standing. Movie franchises, they're everywhere. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. We're just going to keep getting sequels and sequels and sequels of movies. And today I want to talk about the fifth movies in franchises, specifically my personal 5 favorite fifth installments of a franchise, because I feel like number 5 will either make or break a franchise. And that being said, there's a few of these where number 5 has just completely killed the franchise. Uh Underworld 5, probably the worst out of the franchise. They haven't gone past that. Uh Die Hard 5. Yeah, they were supposed to redo Die Hard, I think year 1, but Bruce Willis' situation, and then I think that movie was gonna be like a younger John McClane anyway. But A Good Day to Die Hard killed that franchise. Let's see, Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Not saying that killed the franchise, they kept going, but it's not really. It's kind of when it started going downhill with the fifth one. Transformers 5. Oof. I love Michael Bay, but that's no. Indiana Jones 5, Dial of Destiny. I still have not seen it. I will one day. I'm really scared to see it, but I know that it's just completely getting destroyed online. Arguably one that I personally like, this is an argument, I'm going to throw this in as kind of an honorable mention. Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I like Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I think that chasing, I remember, and I will always remember this for the rest of my life, I feel like. The moment I was in the theater and they pulled a Fast 5 in like, what, 1700s or something, whenever Pirates takes place, when they pulled that heist with the vault. That scene alone, like, I love that movie. I don't care. There are parts of it that are wishy-washy, but I love Pirates 5, but I know a lot of people put that as like the lower tier, and they haven't redone anything since Pirates 5. I know they're talking about rebooting it. They've been talking about it for a while, but we'll kind of see where it goes. But today I want to talk about 5 of my favorite ones. And I'm going to throw one as an honorable mention. I have not seen this movie, but I feel like because we're talking about the fifth movie in a franchise, almost reviving the franchise, I'm going to say Scream 5. I've never seen it. I love Scream, but mine stops at 4 because, Wes Craven was gone. I don't really like the new direction they've been taking. All the stuff I've been hearing, I'm not really a fan of it, but I can't deny how popular Scream is again. Scream is insanely popular. They're knocking them out like every year. It's in the news, all this controversy, and it started with 5. 5 kind of revived that franchise. Even though I've not seen it, I have no interest in seeing it, I can't deny that. But we're going to start off with probably one of the best on this list that I think everybody can agree with. Fast 5. Fast 5 took the franchise to a whole other dimension. They have not since gotten back to this. They've tried with Fast X. They tried to kind of come back with this one with Jason Momoa playing the son of the bad guy. They try to remind you like this was the best one. When it comes to Fast and Furious movies, 5 and 3 are like my top 2. Tokyo Drift, I love. 4 didn't do it for me. I know 4 Fast and Furious, was it just Fast and Furious? They took the out, original. Fast 4 didn't do it for me because it had the whole big, we're bringing Vin and Paul Walker back. Yeah, this movie, I think anybody you talk to will say this is the best in the franchise, and I don't know, Fast 5 is just like the top pillar for fifth movie installments. I just think it's so up there. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. This is my favorite out of the Mission Impossibles. I don't think it's the best movie, personally. I think the first Mission Impossible that Brian De Palma did is the best Mission Impossible, but this is my favorite. This is the one that really got me back into the franchise, man. I remember going to see this, like, I didn't really care for 4. 4, or the Ghost Protocol, and it's kind of weak. And I didn't like the third one. I know that's hugely controversial. I have friends that are like, "Oh my god, the third one's the best one." Third one is my least favorite one. The fourth one was just kind of okay. When I saw this movie, that opening scene, I was hooked. I was hooked from that first scene with them plotting the plane, like right before Benji out in the field. Like, I was loving the tone and everything. And Fallout is arguably which is the sixth one, the follow-up to this one, arguably one of the best ones too. Rogue Nation really set the franchise off to be what it is now. So much so that they're about to do Mission Impossible 8 and 7 7 was not good. I'm sorry. And they're rechanging the name, Dead Reckoning Part 1. They're just getting rid of Part 2 and changing the name because it did that bad. But Rogue Nation, yeah, it took the franchise to a level it needed to go to revive this thing. I'm gonna mix it up real fast. This is the only DVD in the pile. Those were Blu-rays. X-Men Days of Futures Past. This is kind of a, you get an asterisk for this one, but it's a fifth in the franchise. Because 1, 2, and 3 are their own thing. 4 was First Class, which kind of it's all in the same world. I don't know why I'm babbling. I think anybody would argue this is the best X-Men movie out of all of the X-Men movies. Like, I was not into X-Men. I don't care for the first 3. I know the second one is usually people's favorite. That's the only original X-Men I own on DVD still, and I probably watched it like once or twice. I think the opening, what is it, the Nightcrawler through the White House is a really good scene, but other than that, I don't care for the original trilogy. This, oh my god, this was like really experiencing the X-Men as like what it could be. This movie, and it revitalized the whole franchise. Like, they're still trying. I mean, but before the whole Marvel thing, Apocalypse was, what is it, number 6, not good. Dark Phoenix, we don't even talk about Dark Phoenix. Apocalypse had moments. Olivia Munn is the shining star of Apocalypse, but X-Men Future Past, I'm waiting to get like the box set, the 3-in-1 4K of this. It just kind of went up in price and I don't want to pay for it, so. These next 2 are, I guess, both asterisks, because they're both franchises that are totally different franchises but have come together. But we're not going to count the come together ones. Prometheus. Prometheus is technically Aliens 5. You have Aliens 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what the fourth one's called. Did they make a Yeah, the fourth one. Yeah, the fourth one was where Ripley was like not Ripley. She was like a clone. So I don't remember. It's Aliens 1, Aliens 2, and Prometheus, and that's But anyway, I love Prometheus. Oh my god, this is literally number 2 for me. It goes Alien, Prometheus, then Aliens. Aliens was never like, I know a lot of people go like that's their favorite and then the first one. I love the horror aspect of it. I love Ridley's vision of Aliens, and I love what he did with this. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I don't like what he's done after. I did not like Covenant. I thought Covenant was like, we're not gonna go there. It was bad. I'm really excited for Romulus, but this movie really reignited the Alien franchise. I feel like this really brought it back to what it was, because the fourth one, I think people don't. I don't. I don't think people really care for that one. Third one, I think has its fans. Third one's got the most iconic moment in all the um franchises with the alien coming up to Ripley's face like that. That's the most iconic moment I feel like in all of Aliens, and it's the third one. Plus, it's David Fincher's first feature. Our first like real big Hollywood feature. But yeah, Prometheus, amazing, amazing fifth movie. And this other one again. So we were going Aliens, and now we're going Predator. Prey. So with these two, I'm not counting Alien versus Predator. I feel like those are their own things. I'm talking individual like franchises. So that's why I say asterisks. And you can agree with that or not disagree with that. From my list, I'm not counting the Alien versus Predator movies. Prey. I feel like Prey shocked a lot of people. It shocked me. I love all the Predator movies. I think Robert Rodriguez's Predator is one of the best Predators there is. I kind of like it more than the original Schwarzenegger Predator, but that's probably blasphemy. But I don't really care. I just have fun with it. Predators 2, I just kind of discovered a couple years ago. I never really seen it, and the first time I watched it, I didn't really like it. But there was something I dug about it, and then I just watched it like 3 or 4 more times, and I'm like, I really like this movie. It's like a great background movie, you know. But Prey was made for Hulu, which this physical media copy alone is kind of like a miracle in and of itself, because this was a Hulu movie. I think it originally was made for theaters. That's why it looks so good. And I think I'm not really sure. I think the director said that in an interview, that it was originally made for theaters, and then the choice was made to bring it to streaming, COVID, all that stuff. But I think this movie shocked everybody. No one expected this movie to be so good, and I think they're making another one for this. Like I think this being so good helped Alien Romulus, which was probably at one point just going to be an HBO Max movie, but that's coming to theaters now. This movie should have come to theaters. I think this movie really would have just blew up at the theater. Arguably, this is probably top 3 Predator for me. If I had to rank them, I would go. What is it? Predators? Is that the one with the Robert Rodriguez produced one? The original Predator, I feel like has to be in the top 3, because even though I don't know if I want to put it there. And this. Those are my top 3 in no particular order. Robert Rodriguez Predator, original Predator, and Prey. I think Predator 2 is really good, and it's just right on the outside. And Shane West Predator has its moments. It has Olivia Munn, common theme. I kind of like Olivia Munn. It has its moment. Thomas Jane is hilarious in it. But yeah, this movie really, I feel like, brought life back into it, especially being a Fox movie that Disney now owns. I don't know if we're going to get any more good ones, or how far they're going to go with it. I guess we'll see with this new Alien Romulus movie, which looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, this movie, number 5, really, I feel, brought life back into this. So as I said at the beginning, franchise movies are not going anywhere. They're here to stay. We're just going to keep getting sequels and sequels and sequels. But I really feel like the 5th movie is the pillar of a franchise. It can really make or break it. And I think these movies are testaments to that, because most of them after 5 went downhill. And most of them before 5 were on their way out anyway. And a lot of franchises just fail at 5, but these made it. I think so, at least in my personal opinion. I couldn't think of too many. I tried to get 5 for 5, and I couldn't really get more than that, honestly. Days of Future Past was like a last minute entry. I was just gonna say Scream 5, but I don't own Scream 5, and I was like trying to find a 5th one. I don't know how to end these videos half the time. I'm just rambling at this point. These outros kind of suck and they're hard. So I'm just going to end it right here and we can continue the conversation in the comments. Peace.